Hello all, I am Julia and I got a perfect score on my GMAT Focus. Today, we're going to practice some reading comprehension application questions so that you can get a feel for my approach to this style and boost your reading comp skills. Let's start with a short passage and then we'll work through 3 practice problems that are all in the application style. Here is our passage. Urban soundscaping, an emerging field in city planning, focuses on deliberately designing the acoustic environment of public spaces. Unlike traditional noise control, which simply aims to reduce sound levels, soundscaping involves actively shaping the acoustic experience. Practitioners use techniques such as strategic placement of water features, incorporation of sound-absorbing materials, and creation of acoustic refuges, spaces where city dwellers can find relief from urban noise. Some cities have even experimented with sonic art installations that introduce pleasant sounds to mask less desirable noise. The success of these interventions is measured not just in decibel levels, but in how the space's users perceive and interact with the sound environment. So let's go through our application questions and get a feel for them. Question 1. Which of the following best exemplifies an acoustic refuge as described in the passage? Let's find the acoustic refuge part. Acoustic refuges, spaces where city dwellers can find relief from urban noise. So A construction site during active work hours. No, that sounds super loud. B, a busy intersection with multiple traffic signals. That also sounds super loud. C, a street musician performing in a subway station. That's a little bit better, but it still sounds pretty loud. D, a garden courtyard surrounded by dense vegetation that blocks street noise. Oh, that seems like an acoustic refuge. And E, a sports stadium during a major event. So loud. No. D is surrounded by dense vegetation that blocks street noise, so that would be a place that city dwellers could find some relief from urban noise. Let's look at our next question. Which of the following situations most closely parallels the relationship between traditional noise control and urban soundscaping as described in the passage? Let's find the difference. Urban soundscaping focuses on deliberately designing the acoustic environment of public spaces, unlike traditional noise control, which simply aims to reduce sound levels. So traditional noise control aims to reduce sound levels, and urban soundscaping deliberately designs an acoustic environment. Let's look at our options. The difference between painting a wall white or black. That isn't the same. The difference between adding or removing furniture from a room to enhance the room's natural features. That doesn't seem too bad. Let's leave that one. The difference between paving or not paving a road? No. The difference between closing a window or opening it? No. The difference between removing artificial light from a park and designing a lighting plan that enhances visibility while preserving natural darkness. So we need to find a situation that captures the distinction between reducing something like traditional noise control versus actively shaping and designing it like urban soundscaping. So the difference between adding or removing furniture from a room does have some deliberate design aspects, but there's no component for traditional noise control, just like reducing something on the face of it. Furniture placement will always be kind of deliberate, I think. So I think that E is better because it is the difference between straight up removing light and designing a lighting plan that enhances visibility So like a thoughtful design while preserving natural darkness, though also capitalizing on what the space has to offer. E is the closest. One more question. Which of the following situations most comprehensively demonstrates the multifaceted approach to urban soundscaping described in the passage? Let's look at our multifaceted approach. Soundscaping involves actively shaping the acoustic experience. Practitioners use techniques such as strategic placement of water features, incorporation of sound-absorbing materials, and creation of acoustic refuges. Some cities have even experimented with sonic art installations that introduce pleasant sounds to mask less desirable noise. Let's look through our choices. An office that provides noise-canceling headphones to employees. This example more resembles traditional noise control because they're just trying to remove the noise or help people mitigate how much noise they have to hear. B, a shopping mall that plays background music to enhance the shopper's experience. That is a thing. I would not call that multifaceted. That is monofaceted. A restaurant that uses thick tablecloths on tables to reduce noise. That is an incorporation of sound-absorbing materials, but again, not multifaceted. A museum redesign project that incorporates sound-dampening ceiling panels, marble fountains, and soothing sonic installations for visitors to interact with. That's 3 things. So, sound-absorbing materials is the ceiling panels, marble fountains, that would be water features, and soothing sonic installations for visitors to interact with would be like a sonic art installation. So that one's pretty good. And E, a park that enhances accessibility by installing new benches and lighting features. That one only considers physical modifications without any acoustic considerations. So it does have 2 things, but they're only physical modifications, so they don't address the multifaceted acoustic considerations. So that leaves us with D. I hope that seeing the different forms RC application questions can take will help you recognize and solve them in a strategic, reliable manner. Keep practicing and it all gets much easier. Until next time.